Hey folks, this is Matt once again with now Watchers 3. May upload this another day, I don't know. But maybe I might do Watchers 1 and 2 one day and then Watchers 3 will be another day. And again, I have reviewed Watchers 4 Reborn a long time ago, and I really don't want to watch that movie again because it's Mark Hamill and Lisa Wilcox, who played Alice in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. It was directed by John Carl Buechler, and it's horrendous, and it's shitty, and if you want to know why, go to my channel and type in Watchers Reborn. You'll find out why. It sucks. I like this more than Watchers Reborn. And Watchers 3, as you can tell, not the best looking creature. See, this false advertising from the director of Sniper and the specialist Luis Losa. He didn't direct this film, so it is pretty much false advertising. The guy who directed this was Jeremy Stanford, who did something before this called Step Monster. I guess with Alan Thicke and Corey Feldman was in it. I've never seen that one. But the film gets a pretty low rating. It gets like a 2.6 on IMDb, and I feel that's pretty low. 2.6. I think 2.6 is very, very low. But at the same time, this is one of those films I'm sure only me and like two other people don't like. And when I say like, I like this film like a time waster. It's a film that I think is harmless. Um, for a number of reasons. Number one, real quickly, the plot of the film is pretty much a rip-off of Predator. Take the Watcher's idea where you have a creature who is chasing a dog, and the dog named Einstein, who is as smart or smarter than a human. And this is actually that experiment being done that we've heard talked about in Watchers 1 and 2, where you have an enemy camp, and the film starts off. Well, I'll get to that. Basically, there's an enemy camp in the jungle somewhere, and the creature gets put down there in a crate and it comes out of it. And Einstein the dog walked into the camp, meets a little boy who doesn't have any dog because he doesn't speak English, which works fine. And basically, the creature fucks everybody up in the camp. You have a moment where it actually swipes someone. You actually see their rib cage. I thought that was pretty cool. And then we are led to our lead character, played by Wings Hauser. Which I'll be honest, most of the reason I like this film is because of Wings Hauser. I like Wings Hauser as an actor. I've seen him in a few films, even this one called Mutants. Although a problem with that film is A, the cover was misleading, and B, that film is so dark it's impossible to see. It would be nice to see a copy of that film that you can actually see what the hell's going on. It's darker than AVPR Mutants, but maybe that'll be another day. But that's a film I could watch if I could see. But I like Wayne's House as an actor, and I especially like it when he's the lead. He's a hero. And sometimes that's all I want. It's a straightforward film. It's an hour and 15 minutes. When I say it's a ripoff of Predator, it's pretty much Wings Hauser, he plays a character named Paul Ferguson. So he's playing the same character that Mark Singer played in Watchers 2. Which, again, I love Watchers 1 and 2. And Watchers 2 was my personal favorite, but I love Watchers 1 as well. And so he's playing has the same name as Mark Singer's character, Paul Ferguson. But at the same time, pretty much each film is their own movie. So I guess this is kind of a loose sequel to Watchers 2 because this character, this Paul Ferguson, apparently has a daughter that's 20-some years old that's never mentioned Watchers 2. And the story he tells about, meeting Einstein, he never tells about that he killed the outsider, and plus the outsider creature is much different than Watchers 2. And that's one of the problems. They actually show footage from Watchers 2, like in the opening when they set it up. They show footage from Watchers 2, and they actually show a scene featuring the creature from Watchers 2. And you're watching, what the fuck is that creature? Doesn't look anything like this creature. So it has a lot of problems. But also, like, the story, like, there's no mention of Tracy Scott's character. And so it's a loose sequel. So, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense as an actual sequel to Watchers 2. So I don't know if they just had that same character and they didn't pay attention to the second movie or what. But anyway, he's a prisoner on a trumped up charge. And basically, someone. The reason I like Wings Hauser as an actor, in this film, yeah, it's a cheap Roger Corman produced film, and Luis Loza, he's another producer. That's why they say Luis Loza. He didn't direct this film. That's pretty misleading saying that. The director of Anaconda and Sniper and Specialist. No, it's not the same director. Again, Jeremy Stanford, who did a film called Step Monster. But Luis Loza produced it along with Roger Corman, so it's a cheap Roger Corman production. But Wings Hauser, you buy him in this role because he's actually given a good performance. He actually thought he was in a real movie. Again, I like this film as it's a time waster that if you saw on cable or something, you watch, you go, oh, okay, it's pretty cool. I like it. Has problems. I like it. It's straightforward. It's short. Wings Hauser is cool. Like he has a moment the first time we see him. He's talking with another inmate who happens to be black, and Wings Hauser says, I'm black, and you wonder what's going on. You find out that they're actually playing chess, and they turn around, and he goes, "You're in checkmate." Well, you're in check. And Wings Hauser goes, "Really? Whoa, bitch being black." And he comes in, and basically this guy gives him a mission. Okay, you and these other prisoners are going to go in the jungle. You're going to do this assignment, which turns out to be BS. But you don't do this assignment. You complete it. You don't get a pardon. And Wings Hauser's doing good. He's like, I'm not a major. I haven't been a major in 5 years. Basically you're full of shit and all this. Now, with your permission, I would like to clean the mess hall. You're buying his performance, so I really appreciate an actor who actually gives a shit. Even in a film like Watchers 3, if the actor actually gives a shit, it appeals to me. And I believe in Mark Singer in Watchers 2, I believe in Corey Haim in Watchers 1, and I believe in Wings Hauser in Watchers 3. I don't believe in Mark Hamill, the other film, but you can check out my review that I did way back when. It's in 2 parts. Fucking rain on that. And basically, Wings Hauser them go to the jungle, and like Predator 2, in the jungle, there's a creature there. They find out they've been set up, that they're really there as part of this experiment to see how the outsider, the creature, does, or as I call, pretty much the inbred cousin of the Fly 2. If you've seen the Fly 2, it kind of looks like if he had an inbred cousin, and that's this creature. Although again, it's a bad creature. I can't say it's good, but I take this over Sci-Fi Channel CGI. I really do take this over CGI. Because even though it's bad, it's still practical. It's just, I don't know, I can get a charm out of it, even the bad ones. Except, I've seen more Star Crystal and Feeders 1 and 2, but it's still pretty bad. But at the same time, I get some fun in watching it. Maybe not the fun intended, but... And the other actors do what they can. I mean, you have a black guy, you have a female, you have a guy who's nicknamed Runner because in the past, or Vietnam or something, he would run when there was trouble. He would do the same, pick a card, any card. And they set out, and they finally they find this boy with the dog, and Wings Hauser realizes, oh my god, it's Einstein. And he explains to his men, what's going on, what the experiment is. And basically these guys get picked off one by one until it's Wings Hauser, the kid, and the dog, and they set up a trap for the creature and kick its ass. I mean, what I like, are there problems with the film? Yes, I'll set off with the problems. One, it is cheaply made. You can tell from the look of the creature. You can tell by... I swear, not only is there footage from Watchers 2, like in the beginning, and when they give the background what's happening, that's from Watchers 2, but I swear, there's a helicopter shot that's from Rambo 2. I may be wrong, but I swear it's from Rambo 2. Or something like that. Or Predator, Rambo 2, you see the helicopters or the plane. I swear, either the plane that's dropped in the crate at the beginning or when they go in. I swear it's just footage they use from those movies. Or like when Wings Hauser and his men are going there, and then the helicopter. They, I don't know what they were thinking. You look out the windows, it's pure blue. Like outside is pretty dark and stuff, but you look outside, it's pure blue. Like I literally thought it was blue screen that they forgot to put something there. I don't know, maybe it is, but it's blue. It's blue. Like they're looking, and you look in the background, it's like it's blue, blue, blue. It's like pure blue. I'm like light blue or ocean blue or something. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What's going on with that? The other actors are they're there. You know, they're not great. They're not horrible. They're there. They didn't have much to do with the script. And yeah, you've seen this film done many times, but this is one of those times that I'm fine with it. This is my kind of movie. Again, I'm sure why is it a shitty movie? Well, if that's the case, I guess so. But you know, straightforward hour and 15 minutes with Wings Hauser, go around the jungle looking for a creature that's practical. You get some decent gore. You get a guy's head torn off. Um, and the Einstein dog, still well trained dog. I like the fact that like the kid at the near the beginning helps take this tracking off the dog, and the dog sees that it's coming, and so it gets on the boy and has him lay down and hiding, and then runs off so the creature goes after him. I like that. I like some of the dialogue that Wings Hauser had. For instance, there's a sequence where this one of the soldiers, one of the guys he's with, is an asshole, and he tries to rape the female, and Wings Hauser gets pissed and kicks his ass and says, uh, I have a daughter. She's 22 years old, and she's been dodging dicks like you all her life. And I'm gonna put a bullet so deep in your head, your ancestors will feel it. And he sells the line, even if you think the line's cheesy or corny. Wings Hauser sells it. I'm like, okay, I buy this guy. I buy this guy as a lead more than Adrian Brody. Yes, I buy Wings Hauser more than Adrian Brody. I'm sorry. Wings Hauser, I think, is a better actor than Adrian Brody. I buy him more as a tougher guy than Adrian Brody. All he has this thing where he sends some guy up front. And he's like, "Why me?" And Wings Hauser says, "Because I really liked you," like being a smartass. So it has its technical problems, definitely. I mean, it's not wall-to-wall action. You've seen this film done many times before. It's nothing, oh my god, it's great. It's, nothing like, okay, this sets it apart from other films. And it has, again, technical mistakes, like I was saying with the inside the chopper, or like there's a moment where the finale where they set up this trap for the creature, and first off, he has this gun. For some reason, when he fires, he has to go. I don't know. Is there a gun that does that? This seems very shitty to have a gun that you shoot once, you have to go. Maybe that's true. But the one that I know is he shoots something, and it's like a tree that falls and hits the creature and falls into this pit of spikes. But when he falls on the spikes, when he falls in it, it's basically he crushed the spikes. Then it cuts away, and then it cuts back, and you see it protruding. I'm like, continuity. I saw that. But I like some of the pieces of music. Not as good as saying it's the first two films, but I like the piece of music at the end where it's like this down, 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 down. I like that little piece of sort of guitar like music. I like that, and I like Wings Hauser a lot. Uh, Again, it's an hour and 15 minutes. It didn't bother me. I can sit down. It's a time waster. Get something to eat. Do something on the internet. Watch it, and enjoy it. This is the kind of creature features I grew up with. Watchers 1 and 2 are much better, but and I'm sure a lot of people will find 100 problems, but it's a time waster for me. Wings House is good. Predator ripoffs, okay, I'm fine with that. No downbeat ending, no sequel bait. Hey, Wings Hauser kicks ass. Sometimes it's the simple things. Later.